The TIG torch is still supreme, in my opinion. I don't own a laser welder. I do a fair amount of small stainless materials, which require typically TIG. We're going to take a look at some lasers coming up at FABTECH, which I'm getting really excited about. But there's also going to be several vendors there that are going to be supplying some of the best TIG equipment that you can get. Now, this is my shop setup. The TIG torch is composed of some basic components, as you can see, like I've got laid out here, some of the choices that you can make. In the handle of this one, I've got the rheostat, thumb drive remote. I've got it outfitted in case I want to change it to a valve so that I can have a little protector over my gas valve. This one is a 17, and there are two sizes typically of torches. This is the 9, the 17. They make smaller, but the 9 is usually tricked out enough to get where you need to get to. And you have your body, your insulator, your cup, your back cap, and then down inside you have your tungsten and your gas diffuser and your collet. So typically I run this one in the truck because I don't have a rheostat ability on my weld machine truck rig. It's a little bit different. This one just runs right back into the machine. Whereas on the truck, I plug a gas hose directly back into here, flip my polarity to electronegative, and clamp my stinger to this guy right here, and then sleeve it all with the insulator. These are the two setups that I'm currently running. But there's a lot of different bodies and types to choose from. This is a Miller torch. This is a CK torch. Both of these are WeldTech. Yep, both WeldTech. This is a CK torch. This is a 17. So I've got a couple of different options to choose from. I'll probably set this up as a truck setup. The basic setup that I could assemble from this, which would be ideal for most situations, would be the valve body, probably the medium gas lens, number 8 cup, 3/32 collet, and a medium back cap. So all assembled, we get something that looks like that. That's going to be pretty versatile. The way I want to outfit this, though, with some of the specialty components that I'm sure I'll be finding at FABTECH for an amazing deal, is this back cap. I would like to have a shorter back cap for if I need to get into even tighter to reach spaces while I'm orbiting around a tight space or a small weldment. So removing that down to where it's the same with this plane would be ideal for maneuverability. And then the other thing is this cup is just about had it. Really, they start to get pretty slippery after they've gone through a lot of heat cycles. And especially if you like to walk the cup resting in a joint and you're just scooching it along there to where your tungsten can't touch down. I would like to reduce that slip factor. And then the other thing that I've seen that I'm pretty curious about, I've seen Jody with Welding Tips and promoting these glass cups that are basically made out of Pyrex that you can get really good visibility, because this is see-through after that, so you can see your tungsten stick out and your angle a lot better, because you're able to view your tungsten as it recedes back up into the gas lens. So I'm pretty curious about those Pyrex cups, and I'm pretty curious about smaller back cap solutions. And even though this torch is very small and I can get into a lot of hard to reach areas with this guy, I'm curious about front loader TIG torches too, because they actually make a super small version of a TIG torch where your tungsten is loaded through the front and you tighten it with a collet with a little baby like 5/16 wrench. And those are pretty handy if you really need it, if you really need to access a difficult spot. That's my take on TIG torches. We'll see what I show back up with when I'm coming back from FABTECH. I might pick up just an extra 9 to have in the shop. One in the truck, one in the shop. Just to recap, this is what we're taking to the show. We're gonna take our 9VF flex head WeldTech. We're gonna take our 17VF CK torch. We're gonna take our little gas lens, medium gas lens, big gas lens, couple of back caps, and then this firebolt pin, because fireball is gonna be there, and I got a pretty badass fireball set up. And I need to get some tacking pins. I ordered the wrong kind of pins. Tacking pins too. But I'm actually wondering if just a 5/8 inch piece of all thread with a couple of bolts on it, maybe weld one side of it, is a adequate substitute. Anyway, that's a video for another time.